guys, it's Elle. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a video chatting about a series that you need to binge. Like if you really want a solid series to read and just become obsessed with, like I got you. So of course the first series I have to talk about is the Boys of Tommen series by Chloe Walsh. This is set in Ireland during the early 2000s, and we follow a group of characters that are all like high school aged characters, and the first two books followed Johnny and Shannon. And Shannon is a part of the Lynch family, which we kind of follow their family throughout the whole series. And their family life, like Shannon and Joey, who is her older brother, they are in a very abusive family life. Their father is an alcoholic, and their mother is in an abusive relationship with him, and he hurts her and hurts the kids, and it's just a terrible situation. So she's going to this new school because she was actually bullied at her previous school, and she just wants to start afresh at school, and just is really trying to keep her head down and like have nobody bother her. And on her first day she ends up meeting Johnny, who's the hero, and he ends up accidentally hitting her in the head with a rugby ball. And that's kind of their meet cute, and they kind of strike up a friendship and just start hanging out together all the time. And this series is very character driven, so if that's not your thing, I don't know. You should try the first book, but some people don't like the series because it is so character driven. Like there's not a lot of external plot happening, but they just strike up this gorgeous friendship, and it's like a slow burn romance. And she kind of starts letting him in as one of the first people she lets into her life, and lets him know about what she's experiencing at home. So it's a great series. I love this one. It's very emotional, very angsty. The next two books in the series, we follow Joey and Aoife, and Joey is the oldest brother in this family, and his books are some of my favorite books of all time. But I just love the found family aspect of all of the friendships in the series. It's just so amazing. Then I have the Monster Trilogy by Raina Kent. This is a really fantastic mafia bratva romance series. So the hero, he is like a part of the Russian mafia, but I don't think he's like one of the leaders. I don't know, but he has like his own army. Like armies in the Russian bratva are a really big thing, and he's like the leader of his like army. And the heroine, she enlists in the military. This is kind of a little bit of a Mulan retelling, and she enlists in the army and is pretending to be a man to basically get intel on the hero, who is the leader of this like military operation in the Russian bratva, because she believes that his family killed her family. So she like literally hates his guts, but is trying to get close to him, and she actually becomes like his second like in command, and everyone just thinks she's this, you know, skinny little dude. And they end up having this like battle scene in the book where she ends up getting injured, and he discovers that she is a woman. So he has to like nurse her back to health, and she is just like, oh my god, like he found out I'm not who I like said I was, and it's insane. And he like kind of was being drawn to the heroine but didn't know why until now, and they just become obsessed with each other. And she's still a part of the military even as they kind of form a relationship and have a little bit of a romance. And it is such a great trilogy. Like it keeps you on your toes. It's so suspenseful, so fast-paced. Love this trilogy. Then I have the Lovelight Farm series by B.K. Borison. This is a really cozy small town romance, very cozy vibe. So the first one is on a Christmas tree farm. It's fake dating. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this one. It's like friends to lovers to fake dating to save their Christmas tree farm. The second book is Second Chance, where they had a one-night stand, and the heroine comes to the town because she is a social media influencer. She kind of wants to get away from that life and, you know, have a little bit of a quieter life in the small town. And the like town is so meddling, like so meddlesome, that they literally tell like the heroine like nobody can basically house you, like you need to stay with the hero. And it's just absolutely hilarious. That one's so good. I haven't read the third book, but I read the fourth book, which that one is like a friends with benefits situation, where they've kind of been pining after each other for a really long time. And I normally don't love like pining or friends with benefits romances because I feel like that's not the best start to a foundation of a romance, but this one is chef's kiss. Like, it's so good. So love that series, love the small town. The town is just hilarious. It's very like Gilmore Girls vibes of like the small town. It's just so hilarious. They have the Gold Rush Ranch series by Elsie Silver. This is her first series she ever wrote, and I just love this series. It's so good. Like, it's just so solid, and I love that all of them are about like this horse farm. So all of them are companion novels, and one of them, like one of my favorites is, it's like the yellow cover, and it's the heroine's a jockey and the hero is like an owner of one of the horses at the horse barn, and she ends up having to stay with him in his like barn house thing because she has nowhere to stay on the property. But they had like secretly been messaging each other on an app but don't know who each other are. So, but in real life they like hate each other, and it's just so hilarious. It's so good. Love that one. Each of these books are so solid, very like cowboy romances. Then I have the Lost and Found series by Catherine Cowles. This is one of her best, most popular series. I love it so much. And it's kind of based around this family in a small town in the Pacific Northwest. And it's very suspense heavy, like romantic suspense heavy, which I really love. And all of like the characters do like search and rescue missions. In the first book, we follow the hero and heroine who were in a romance or relationship before, and in Second Chance they broke up years ago because of a tragic thing that happened, and now the heroine is coming back, or no, the heroine's already in the small town. It's the hero that's coming back to the small town to kind of be back at home and in his family life and reacquaint himself with everyone. And he sees the heroine for the first time, and things start happening suspense-wise from the thing that happened in the past, and so now he has to protect her, but there's all this angst between them, and it's so good. Love this series. I love the direction that Catherine went with this series. If you want like super good romantic suspense, like keep you on your toes romances, I would check out the Lost and Found series by her. Then if you want a really solid fantasy romance series, I recommend the Legacy series by Melissa K. Rourke. This is such a fantastic series. It is like God tier on the same level as ACOTAR. I hate when people like put things at the same level as ACOTAR because nothing could ever be ACOTAR, but what I'm talking about is like the obsessiveness of like you can't stop reading. Like the characters aren't necessarily like ACOTAR characters, but it's like the fantasy aspect. Like it's just so good that it's like God tier like ACOTAR. And in this one, it's set in an urban fantasy world, and the heroine, she is a fae and the hero is a legacy, and in this world fae are selected for the legacy to basically be used as a power source. And the heroine is chosen on like selection night ceremony, and she didn't think she was going to get chosen, and she ends up being chosen by the hero. And basically like what that means is like the fae basically have to give up their life for the legacy. Like they don't have a life anymore. Their life is their legacy. So like she doesn't have any decisions or bodily autonomy, and it's just so crazy. And so she's trying to reject the bond between them, and the hero is just like not having it. So it's a very slow burn romance, and I love the fantasy aspect of this one. And the second book is so good because new things are introduced in the romance that are just amazing, and I love the direction that the series is going. And I have the Magnolia Falls series by Laura Pavlov. This one is such a fantastic small town romance, but it's not romantic suspense. It's just like pure small town found family vibes. And each of the books are companion novels. I love the first book the most. It's so good. It is a hate to love MMA fighter romance. The heroine, basically she's moving into the like store next to the hero's gym, and he like basically hates her guts because of something that her family did to him and his brothers, and they kind of have to like reconcile with each other about that, and they form a romance, and it is so good. And I just love this series because I love all of the character development across the series. Like we follow the same characters through all of the books, and I just really think this is such a solid series, and I just love all of the romances. They're so good, and it's just like found family vibes. They have this hilarious family group chat that's just hilarious, and I just love and really connect with all of the characters in the series. The last series I want to mention is the Bergman Brothers series by Chloe Leese. I love this series. I started reading this one back in 2023, and it is just such a fantastic, hilarious, like, series. It's just so good. So each of them follows a different family member of the Bergman family. And I never read the first book, but I started with the second book onward, and the second book is still my favorite. It is a hockey romance where the heroine, she I think has rheumatoid arthritis, an autoimmune chronic disease, and she uses a cane, and she is just like amazing. She's a rock star. I love her so much, but it is like reverse Grumpy Sunshine, where she's the grumpy one and the hero is the sunshine one. And she is like on the marketing team for the hockey team, and the hero is a hockey player. And they just kind of start hanging around each other more and more, like going on their away games and kind of form a connection. And it's fantastic. And I just really love this series because of the representation in it. It's really amazing, and just all of the characters just feel so real and like different than each other, and I just love the series. It's fantastic. All right, well, that was the last series I wanted to mention in this video. I hope you enjoyed hearing me chat about all of the series that I feel like you should binge read because they're all so amazing, like they're addicting, and I love them so much. So I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.